Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, before we start our class today, let's pray together. Let's pray together. Pray begin. Finish?
Finish.
Okay, students, how are you today?
Fine.
Okay, that's good. Before going to our topic today, I would like to ask you about last material. So, what have you learned in the last meeting?
About part of speech, Mister.
Okay, can you tell me about them?
There are 8 part of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection.
Okay, that's very good. Alright, so today, because you have learned about part of speech, and today we are going to learn about nouns. Okay, one of parts of speech. And today I would like to explain about singular nouns and plural nouns. Do you know about singular nouns or plural nouns?
No, Mister.
Okay, I will explain about them. So first, singular nouns means one thing. Okay, one thing. And plural nouns means 2 or 3 or more things. In brief, singular nouns means single thing, and plural nouns means more than 2 things. Okay, more than 2.
Okay.
More than one. I mean more than one. More than one.
Okay.
Okay. Look at the examples here. So we have in singular nouns we have cat becomes a cat. A means one, or we can say directly one cat. And then in plural nouns we have cats. We add s. Pay attention on the red letter, cats. So we add s in plural nouns. It means that the cats is more than one. It can be 2, 3, or 4. Okay, can you repeat after me? Say after me. A cat.
A cat.
One cat.
One cat.
In plural nouns, cats.
Cat.
Okay, and then we have a book.
A book.
One book.
One book.
And in plural, we have books.
Books.
Okay, that's very good. And then, pay attention here. There is a different example. We say an apple,
An apple.
or we can say one apple.
One apple.
And then in plural nouns, we have apples.
Apples.
Okay, so you can see the different form. In previous example, we use a in singular, but in the word apple, we use an. Okay, we use an. So there is a rule to use a and an. Let's go to the rule how to use a and an. Okay, so here is the rule of adding a and an. Okay, so how to use a and an here? We have the word book, and the book is initial by consonant. Look at, book is initial by consonant. Okay, book have consonant letter in the first, so we add a for singular.
Okay.
And apple, the initial letter of apple is vowel a, so we add an here. It becomes, apple becomes an apple. Do you understand?
Inshallah.
Okay. So first, the rule is the word that has initial consonant is added by a, and the word that has initial vowel like a is added an. But there is another exception, such as our. Our has initial consonant h, but it is pronounced vowel. So it means that our has initial vowel sounds. So our is pronounced our, not ha, because it's pronounced with vowel sounds in the first, so we add an. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, Mister.
Okay, and then
How about horse, Mister? Kuda.
that's different. So we have to, there is no particular rule for the pronunciation. So we just have to know about the word and check the dictionary. So you have to know, you have to check the phonetic, the phonology, so the pronunciation. You can just directly check on the dictionary. And there is another word.
Jadi horse pakai n atau e, Mister?
Horse is used with a consonant.
Oh.
Horse, but our is used vowel sound. Okay, so they are different.
Oh, thank you, Mister.
Okay, you're welcome. And then university. University has initial vowel. University, we have U, and it is vowel, but it is pronounced with consonant sound. You can check the phonetic here. We have Y here. University. So we add a, not an, because it is pronounced with consonant sound. Do you understand?
Understand, Mister.
Okay. So can you say after me? So I will read the word and say it after me. Book, a book.
Book, a book.
Apple, an apple.
Apple, an apple.
Hour, an hour.
Hour, an hour.
University, a university.
University, a university.
Okay, so this is the rule of adding a and an. Let's go back to the examples. Okay, next we have after an apple, so we go to the next example. A lady. Lady become a lady in singular noun, or one lady. You can say directly one lady. And in plural nouns, it becomes ladies. Okay? Say it after me. A lady.
A lady.
One lady.
One lady.
Ladies.
Ladies.
Okay. And then we have monkey. In singular, we say a monkey.
A monkey.
One monkey.
One monkey.
Monkeys.
Monkeys.
Okay.
Jangan lihat saya, Mister, kalau bilang monkey.
Okay, I'm so sorry. So, look at me. Look at the word. Look at the examples. Here, ladies and monkeys are different. Okay. Lady is ended by Y. Monkey is ended by Y. But in plural nouns, ladies become led I-E-S, and the Y is changed into I, while monkeys is not changed. Okay, monkeys is not changed, only added by S.
Okay,
So that
Mister.
is the rule. There is the rule for word ending with Y. Let's go to the rule of word ending with Y. Okay, so here is the rule of words ending with Y. we have lady, monkey, candy, and day. Okay, when lady becomes plural, so if the word is ended by consonant plus y, so before y we have consonant like lady, before y we have d. D is consonant.
Yeah.
So we change y into I.
Okay.
We change y into I, and then we add es. So lady becomes ladies. Please remember, the rule is consonant plus y. Okay, when the word is ended with vowel and y, or before y is vowel, so we don't need to change anything. We just add s here. So monkey becomes monkeys.
Okay, Mr.
Another examples. Candy. Candy before y we have
D.
d. D is
Consonant.
consonant. So we change the y into
AS.
no. We change the y
Oh, to
into
be I.
and then we add
AS.
es. That's very good. So candy becomes
Candies.
candies. And another example. Day before y we have
A.
a is
Vowel.
vowel. So we don't need to change. We don't need to change the y.
Y.
So we just add
S.
s. So day becomes
Case.
okay. That's very good. So that's the rule of word ending with y if the word become plurals. So we have the rule here. Let's go back to the examples. Okay, after the word lady and monkey, we have video. So, video in singular nouns, we say a video or one video. And in plural nouns, it becomes videos. We just add s. Another examples, a tomato. Tomato in singular nouns become a tomato or one tomato. But in plural nouns, we add es, becomes tomatoes. We add es. Okay, how can it be? There is a rule of word ending with o here. Another example, piano becomes a piano. Or one piano. But in plural nouns, we say pianos, only added with s. So there is a rule of how to add s or es in the word ending with o. Do you understand? If
Yes.
you don't understand, let's go to the rule of word ending with o. Okay, here is the rule of words ending with o. Okay, we have video, tomato, hero, piano, and photo. When the words become plurals, so that is the rule, because they are ended with o. Okay, the first, video.
Video.
Okay, video before o we have vowel e, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so most or all words that have that is ended with vowel and o, or before o is vowel, so the words that is ended with o before o and is vowel, so we just add s all of the words. Okay?
Okay.
So if the word is ended with vowel and o, we just add s. What about another words like tomato? Tomato is ended with consonant and o, t and o. So guys, so students, we can add es or we can add s, like pianos, consonant o, pianos directly. There is no particular rule for the rule of consonant plus o.
Okay, Mr.
We just have the rule of vowel and o, vowel plus o. So the word that is ended with vowel and o, or before o is vowel, we have to add s.
Yeah.
But if the word is ended with consonant plus o, there is no particular rule. You just have to know the word and check your dictionary.
Yes, Mr.
Okay. Here we have tomato. Tomato is ended with o, and before o we have consonant. But we add es here. So tomato becomes tomatoes. We have hero.
Hero
is ended with o, before o is
consonant
R. So it becomes heroes. While piano is ended with o, before o is consonant N. But piano becomes pianos, not es. We add s. And photo is ended with o, before o is consonant T. And it becomes photos. So for the words that ended with o and before o consonant, there is no particular rule.
Yes,
there is no particular rule for this. You just have to know the word and check your dictionary. You can identify the word that ended with o, before o vowel, so you have to add just s here.
Yes, Mr.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. And so we have finished the examples of singular nouns and plural nouns. So if you learn about singular nouns and plural nouns, they have some effect for the predicate of sentence. Okay, singular nouns and plural nouns can modify the verb or predicate in the sentence, such as in this material. Okay, so noun as a subject. In nominal sentence means the predicate is to be, and verbal sentence means the predicate is verb. Okay, for examples here in singular subject, we have a cat, and in the sentence, a cat is beautiful. So look at the red word here. Is to be. Okay. While in the plural sentence, the cats, we have plural subject here. This is plural nouns. The cats. But in the sentence, it becomes the cats are beautiful. So the singular subject and plural subject can modify the predicate here. When the subject is singular, in nominal sentence, the to be is. While in the plural subject, when the subject is plural, the to be is are. Okay? Do you understand? Okay. And the next sentence, the second sentence, we have a book. Okay? It is plural, it is singular subject. And the predicate is. So a book is on the table. While in the plural subject, the books is plural, and the sentence becomes the books are on the table. So the to be becomes are, because the subject is
plural.
Very good. Can you read the first sentence?
Yes, Mister.
Yeah, please read it.
A cat is beautiful.
And then?
The cats are beautiful.
Okay, very good.
A book is on the table. The books are on the table.
Okay, so you have to emphasize the S plural.
Okay,
the books.
Mister.
Okay.
The books are on the table.
Okay, don't forget the S plural. Okay, and then the next inverbal sentence. Verbal sentence is a sentence that use verb. Nominal sentence is a sentence that use to be. Okay. What about the subject in verbal sentence? If the subject is singular, like a cat, so the verb in simple present. So we use simple present tense here. The verb becomes eats. We add s here. A cat eats fish. Okay, in singular subject, with singular subject. What about the subject? What about the plural subject? So it is very easy. If the subject is plural, the cats. We have a plural subject here. The cats eat fish. There is no additional letter here. There is no modification. It becomes it. The cats eat fish. So the modification happens in a singular subject if in verbal sentence. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The next we have a student. Student studies. Student studies. Okay, we add es. Student studies English. While with plural subject, the students study English. There is no modification here. The modification happens in singular subject. So the best word is study, but because it is ended with y, so we add es here.
Yes, Mister.
And the last sentence is a person stands. We add s here. Over there. With plural subject, the people stand over there. So a person is a singular, while the plural of person is people. So not all words is added with s in plural form, in plural nouns. There are some words that change into another word, another form. Okay, so totally change. Like person is singular and people is plural. So in the next meeting, we are going to study about another form of plural.
Yes,
Okay,
Mister.
another form of plural. So can you read the examples in verbal sentence
Yes.
from the first?
So first, a cat eats fish.
Okay.
The cats eat fish. A student studies English. The students study English. A person stands over there. The people stand over there.
Okay, very good. Okay, before going to the exercise, there is one material. So, noun as a subject can modify the verb, the predicate. While, what about noun as an object? Okay, here we have, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, noun
Noun
as an object.
Yes.
Okay, so if noun is an object, the form of singular and plural just modify in nominal sentence. Just have effect in nominal sentence, not verbal sentence. So, do you remember what is nominal sentence?
Nominal sentence is...
The predicate is only...
The predicate is only...
The predicate is to
be.
To be. So, nominal sentence, predicate is to be. So, in singular object, the example is, there is a cat. So, if the object is a cat, in nominal sentence, the to be is singular, is. While in plural object, there are cats. Another example, there is a book. Object is a book. There is a book on the table. While in the plural object, there are books on the table. Okay, do you get it?
Yes.
In previous explanation, we discussed about singular object, plural object as subject, and now the singular object, the singular noun is object here.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Can you read the sentence?
Yes, mister.
Okay, from the first.
There is a cat. There are cats. There is a book on the table. There are books on the table.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, do you have any questions before doing the exercise?
Why itu, mister? Kenapa kita harus belajar singular and plural, mister?
Yeah, that's a very good questions. Why should we learn about singular and plural nouns? Because singular in grammar, singular nouns and plural nouns have different rule. Okay, different rules. For example, if the nouns is singular as a subject, yeah, if the subject is singular, so they have different rule with the subject, with the plural subject.
Okay,
Okay.
mister, thank you.
That's why we have to learn about singular and plural nouns.
Yes, mister.
Okay,
thank you.
now please do the exercise. So here is the exercise sheet. So please do the worksheet, and after this we will discuss.
Okay, mister, I will do.
Okay, have you done?
Finish, mister.
Okay, can you? Okay, that's very good. Can you share your answer?
Dibaca, mister.
Yes, please read it.
Nomor 1, mister. Langsung dijawab, mister.
Yes, please.
There is a cake on the fridge.
There is a cake on the fridge. Very good. Yeah. Number 2.
Nomor 2, there are many students in the class.
Okay, it's correct. Next.
Number 3, I bought 4 toys from the store.
From the store.
Oh, from the store.
Okay, that's correct.
Thank you, mister.
Number 4.
The family has 2 babies.
Okay, the babies. The first or the second?
Second, mister.
The second.
Babies.
The babies.
Babies.
With I. With I.
I.
Not Y.
Yes.
Okay, number 5.
The birds flies above my house.
It's not correct.
Why, mister?
The bird without S.
Okay.
So it should be singular
Singular.
because the verb fly is added with es.
Oh iya, mister.
So the subject is singular, the bird.
Iya.
Okay, number
Yeah, mister.
6.
Number 6. Wait, mister.
You can check the verb first.
Okay.
My
friend.
my friends.
My friends come to my house for studying.
Okay, so I will explain again number 5
Yeah.
and number 6.
Saya lupa verbnya, mister.
Okay, so you have to check the verb.
Yeah.
If the verb is added with s, so the subject is singular.
Yeah.
If the verb is not with s, is not added with s, just bare verb 1 without
Yeah.
s, so the subject is plural.
Thank you, mister.
Okay, that's very good. Alright, students. So, before we close our class today, I would like to ask you about what you have learned today. So, what have you learned today?
About singular and plural.
Okay. Can you tell me, can you give me some examples of singular nouns and plural nouns?
Singular noun, cat becomes a cat or one cat. Book becomes a book or one book.
Okay, the plural form?
The plural form, a cat become cats,
Cats.
and then book becomes books.
Okay, that's very good. Can you tell me about how to the rule of word ending with y?
The rule-nya, the word has consonant plus y in the end. We change y into I and add es. Example, lady become ladies.
Okay.
And then if the word has vowel plus y in the end, we just add s. Example, monkey becomes monkeys.
Okay, that's a very good. Alright, thank you very much, student. Before we close our class today, it is better to pray together. And pray begin. Finish? Okay, thank you very much for your attention. And the last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, mister.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.